Phooey, I forgot my pillow. Look out, baby. Mama's got to find a pillow. Oh, there it is. Hello, hello. As I get myself situated here, because I just rushed in the house and put all my stuff away and oh, it's giving me a little fit here. I am wore out. My hair is a hot mess. I need to cut it off. Look how long it is. Super long, all the way past my behind again. I keep saying I'm going to cut it, and my friends keep begging me not to cut it. Oh, goodness gracious. It has been a crazy week of sickness, and I don't even know what all's going on. That is a gorgeous picture my son sent me. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic night. Hey there, Miss Brenda. Check out this. We had a shrimp party tonight with my son. We're all cleaning shrimp. Hey, Nancy. This will be a night to remember. And this is the first time well, I've still got issues with my tummy. I've had a bug, and I thought it was all better, but it's not. I thought it got better tonight, but it didn't. So, I mean, daily I'm being blessed. I just don't even know. I was telling my son, I said, he caught some shrimp, and I said, son, when the S hits the fan, you've got a commodity that not many people can do or know how to do. Thank you, Brenda. I said, you know, you he's got his own charter business so he can take people out, but he also can fish and barter with the fish that he gets. He really, he does know what he's doing, and he has that ability to have something to barter with down the line. I mean, not just fishing, not just shrimping, but he hunts, and those things will feed your family. And his wife has made a garden. She's going to make a garden again this year. I think I'm going to go down and help her with it. And now that I'm going to be at home more, I'm going to do mine and help her start hers, I hope. But I'm so excited. It just what a I'm just blown away with the blessings that God gives me daily. I mean daily. Even though I've been sick, I'm still blessed. I was sent home with a big bag of deer meat and a pretty big bag of shrimp. So I'm like, that's awesome. Um, and I was telling him how I was blessed by the people that I help. On the weekend, their family brought. I had ordered some pierogies, and they brought them to me, and they just gave them to me. And I said, no, let me pay for them. And they said, no, that's your Christmas present. I'm like, okay, whatever. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God is so good to us. Yes, He is, Brenda. He is so good to me. I mean, you just don't even know. Hi, Susan. And I got to spend last night with my baby, uh, Jace, even though I was sick, poor thing. I went down and uh, Becky and I had lunch at the Japanese restaurant. Now, I had been sick ever since last week when something came about and I got really stressed out and got sick. That was on Sunday night. And then one thing after the other, after the other, after the other had happened, and the stress level was so bad. I believe that's why I had stomach issues. But then again, I could have had a bug, but I still have them even tonight. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I thought since I hadn't had to go to the bathroom since like, I think about 3 o'clock today, I thought it had passed, but it didn't. It's right back tonight again. Every time I eat. So I'm praying that changes. I don't want to go to the doctor for this. My fingers can't type worth a darn anymore. That's all right, Brenda. Mine can't either. And I put everything in voice, and my phone don't know hillbilly, so it picks up the wrong words. We were laughing about that tonight. My son says, "Yeah, Mom, we need to make an app, hillbilly app. Let's talk hillbilly." Can you imagine an app? Let's talk hillbilly. Ah, my nose is itching off. So I've been popping shrimp all night, helping my son and his wife. Check this out. Now this is really cool. I wish I had aloe vera juice. I would drink it. I guess I could make some. This is this is our shrimp night. We're all deheading shrimp and just having a blast. cutting up. I said, Brian, remember the parties we used to have? Well, contests we used to have. We used to call them pizza party contests or something like that. I don't remember what was right offhand. And Brian used to win a lot. And I said, yeah, we need to do that. I got to find those little things I bought for the kids. I bought little teeny rolling pins for the kids for their hands. Hopefully, they're not too little. Have you ever tried getting a glass of water and adding a tablespoon of baking soda and drink it? I have to honestly say no. Um, well, number one, I don't know if I could drink a glass of water. Uh, and I don't have it. How do I explain what's going on with me? I'm not nauseated. I'm not. There's nothing wrong, but every time I eat, it goes right straight through me. That's true. I can't drink anything bubbly. Yeah. Hey, Patty, how are you tonight? So I'm just super excited. You know, I got in. David helped me with the refrigerator and the stove, and I'm getting ice cubes now. I don't have to buy ice or try to make ice, and that is a pain. That is a total pain. Um, and the space, just the space alone, trying to save ice is crazy because it takes up space in my freezers and such. But I have to clean out my freezers. I gotta say, guys, I made a deal, so I'm gonna probably go and pick up some. Excuse me, pick up some meat soon. Probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. Oh my goodness, my nose is itching off. Y'all know we have tons of stuff in bloom. And I'm sure it's my mango tree. My mango tree is loaded. I don't know if y'all seen the video, but it is loaded with flowers. I'm glad you're doing good. Hey, Robert. I had a fantastic day. Was having problems, but it worked out really wonderful. If I'd have known I was feeling a little bit better, I would have had Connor tonight, but I was really feeling bad this morning when I called her and told her that I was still sick, that he probably shouldn't be over here. And then I got to feeling better, and I said, well, she's already made plans, so. And I think it was time by the time I changed my mind about it, I think she was already at work. But I still don't want to give the little fella nothing. It's bad enough Jace was here. I used to go to the docks and buy shrimp when we visited South Carolina. Yeah. And I'm so super excited. I'm going to be going to Georgia to pick up the meat that I'm getting. And I'm hoping that I can get some more. Hello, Teresa. How are you tonight? Um, if y'all don't know, Old Ways Gardening and Prepping and Robert Castleberry, um, PAD Life Outdoors. Go and visit their channels. They got really nice channels. Um, so, anyways, I'm just so super, super excited. You know what? Somebody was saying, somebody said to me one time, um, why are you always giving things to people? Why don't you try to sell that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I said, you know what? I was taught, there are some things that I sell. I will admit there are things that I try to sell. Like, my oh, I have to show you some of the new colors I've been making. This is a new color. These are wash rags. New color. Um, that's another color. This is a new color, and this is a new color. I do sell these because the the yarn is expensive. But anyways, they were talking about different things I should sell, and I could make a lot of money, and this and that and this and that. I'm like, I don't know if I could go through all that. I said, I bless people with things, and God blesses me back all the time. I mean, we 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 dumpster dive and stuff like that. We're blessed with all the produce and stuff that they throw away for our chickens, and it's cut our food bills in half feeding them like that. And I mean, yeah, we got to go and get in the dumpster. Well, we don't actually get into the dumpster, we pull it out of the dumpster. But, some people would think that's gross, but you know what? And it's really crazy. Sometimes you wonder why in the world are they throwing this stuff away, because it's nice food. Um, and I just feel like, how do I say this? Okay, I was taught that when you give something freely and you don't expect anything back is the best gift of giving. Well, that's the way I give, but God blesses me beyond whatever I give, and I don't ever think about it when I'm giving something to somebody. I took um let's see, what day was it? It was what day was it? Today's Wednesday. I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was Monday. No, it was Tuesday, yesterday. I had gone down and had lunch with Becky at the Japanese restaurant. We had a delicious meal, and I took my son a quart of honey and dropped it off. Well, he was getting ready to go shrimping, and he took all day long. My daughter-in-law was saying he took all day long to get ready to go shrimping last night. And he went shrimping with his buddy last night, and they did pretty good. So when tonight they invited us for dinner, and we shared, and he sent me home with some. It tickled me to death. Now, I didn't give that to my son because I knew he was going to give me shrimp. I gave it to him because I love him and I like sharing with him. But God blesses me. Oh, and and check this out. I am a scavenger now. If I can get this out of my purse without knocking everything in the chair out. Uh, Look at this. Leftovers. Now, y'all, that's going to be my meal tomorrow. And I'm telling you, there's more than I can eat right there. And that is snook and shrimp. And I am so excited. I need to put that in the refrigerator. I'll put that on the arm so I'll see it. Uh, Hello, Anastasia Wishes. How are you tonight? God blesses me and I love to pass on the blessings to others. Yeah, it's very rewarding. So I know this is going to sound funny, but because not not because they did it, but I felt like sharing my honey, so I took a pint of honey over to the couple that gave me the pierogies too, which was super sweet of them to do. And if y'all ain't never had cheese pierogies, let me tell you something. You fry them little dudes in some butter, that is the bomb. I think I could eat them every single day. I thought so, but I wasn't going to say anything, Nancy, because I didn't want to say something wrong and Anastasia be right there and say, "No, that's not me." Thank you for having her come in and do that. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, Miss Anastasia. I love them too. We love pierogies. I have never had them until I started taking care of Bob and Virginia. And now I have the nicest friends. I really, really do love all of their whole family is just the bomb. I can't wait to meet the daughter that's in Alaska. She's coming down next month, I think. Oh, so other than being sick to my stomach this week, and I think that another reason why I was even sicker longer is because I had been sick already and I thought, I'm in a lot of pain and I really need to go and get a massage and maybe push some of this pain out because I know in the past once those toxins build up in your body in certain spots, sometimes it's really hard to get past that. So I used to take my Linda to get massages because, she was so handicapped and so her whole body was twisted up. It was very sad. And I would treat her to massages and her and I would go together and we would go and have lunch afterwards and just make it a mom and daughter day. And God, I miss her. I miss her so bad. But I had gone yesterday for a massage and I don't know if I told you guys how bad my neck's been. It every morning I wake up I can hardly move this whole side. And I've got a plate in there, so um all right, Teresa. Thank you. Oh my goodness, yes, they're definitely a Polish food, but oh, so good. Yes, they are. Um, and the family that I'm helping is Polish. Isn't that cool? And and they've been married 71 years. Is that not awesome or what? I mean, it warms my heart. So now they are definitely old school. There's a lot of old fashioned there, and that's good. Um, he was telling me something about. I said, "So do you?" They were talking about dancing or something like that, and I said, "Oh, I bet you can dance a jig." He says, "Oh no, the polka." So I've got to look that up and see what it is. Oh man, I'd be asking for some recipes. my husband would be in heaven. Well, um, she didn't really cook that much, kind of like food, like, I mean, they buy a lot of their food. She said I wasn't much of a cook, Miss Kathy. I said, oh, okay. But the lady that makes the pierogies is like, I want to say they said she was either 87 or 89, something like that, in the high 80s. And she's so picky with the cheese that goes in there because she makes them with farmer's cheese and what they call farmer's cheese, and they are so good. But she could not find any cheese in the store to make them with, so she makes her own cheese, which I think is awesome. Wow, that is fantastic to hear couples are married that long. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Nancy, I'm telling you, it's so easy. And I have to say I was divorced twice. So it's easy. It's easy for us to divorce nowadays. But back in those days, and I'm gonna tell you that I just can't imagine. I mean, I I dream about what it would be like to live in the old days, and yet I think I'm really kind of glad that I live in modern time in a way because I'm hard headed and bullheaded and I'm bossy and there's things that are about me that not many men would put up with. And there's times when I won't put up with David, right, babe? You know, he we complement each other in a lot of ways. We both know when to stop and when we pushed it too far because we've been together for so many years, but I don't know. What you sorry for, Anastasia? I wish I had never divorced David. I really do. I mean, I'm glad that I have Ashley. The only thing that came out of that divorce was Ashley because I got her because I wasn't about divorces. Yeah. Um so, you know, and both David and I love her very much. I got to say. So, man, I'm looking at that shrimp thinking, will that last through the night? Or will I put that in the toaster oven and warm it up and eat it tonight? So, um, did you guys see my newest video? I actually got a video out this week. I think I'm going to try to do one in the morning too. I have been divorced for 24 years since, like, seems like the only men I attract is jerks and scammers. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nancy. I've been watching, I haven't been watching much YouTube lately. I have to check it out. Cool. Well, I hope I did it right. Um, we'll see if something sprouts or not. Yes, I saw your video. So cool about the coffee tree. Yeah, and I am going to, I know it's going to sound crazy because I just planted all those seeds, but I, in March, I am going to try to save up some money so that in March, of course, I won't be able to save any for the next month. Well, I'll be saving for the next month to go and pick up this meat. Um, I was hoping that Linda was coming in so I could tell her that I was going to see her soon. Yes, indeed. And yes, instead of blooms, I got snow. Yep. Sorry. I thought about taking you guys to the beach again. Maybe I might spend some time at the river tomorrow. Um, before I go over to Bob and Virginia's. I wish I could go. I wish I could go fishing, but I just don't have time for it right now. David and I want to go shrimping, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that or not. Oh, cool. I'm glad you liked it, Susan. Oh, do you really? I didn't know y'all had snow. Anastasia. Linda has been chasing cows. Oh, yes. I think she texted me. She texted me something about cows. During my live stream, I think Monday, she was out chasing cows. Poor thing. And I missed her live stream today because I was sick. I think I was laying down at that time, and I just didn't even realize it was Wednesday until I was standing in the living room, and I just pulled away from doing the oh, I only got 5% on my watch. I need to charge it. Um I just pulled away from deheading the shrimp, and my watch, no, it wasn't my watch, I'm sorry, it was my alarm clock on my phone went off, and I'm like, okay, why is the alarm going off? And I looked at my phone, and I'm like, duh, you got a live stream in an hour. Thank God I put it on there. I mean, I'm brain dead sometimes. Let's see here. We got about 6 inches of snow and more tomorrow. Ooh, wish Anastasia wishes it's pretty to look at, but can't do the cold anymore. Yeah, but Brenda, Anastasia's little, so she loves it probably. Hi, Stedham Family Gospel. How are you tonight? I made a snowman with my mom and dad far out. You should have got pictures of it so you could show me, young lady. Nancy, does she call you Nana or Grandma, or what does she call you? Winter used to be my favorite time of year. The fall is my favorite time of year, and I totally missed out this year. Totally missed out because I was so busy. I didn't get my gardens in like I normally do. I didn't get nothing. I'm praying to God I have a good garden in the spring. Cool. Thank you, Nancy. So, I gotta go. My granddaughter's birthday today, and I need to call her and have a good night. All right, sweetheart. Thanks for coming in, Patty. Talk to you later. It is supposed to. It is supposed to Nana, but she changed it to Grandma. Mm. But then she calls me both. Uh, all mine call me Nana. Even Jace and Connor are saying my name now. It just does my heart so good. Spring is now my favorite time of the year. Everything is coming to life again. Yep. And I imagine not having to stoke the fires. You're glad to see spring come. My mom is a Nana. Yeah. Well, my kids wanted them to call me Nanny, but I know this is going to sound terrible, but there was only one nanny in this world, and that was my nanny, and she was perfect. And I would probably not be half as good as what she was to me. So, so that I didn't dishonor her by taking over her name, I said, "No, I think I want to be Nana." And they said, "Okay." Yep. Um so trying to think what else I got to tell you guys about. Y'all got to pray I get better so that I can get this house cleaned up. It's like driving me crazy. I've got to get all my cookie jars packed away, everything in the kitchen and the dining room and everything packed away so I can pull everything out of there so we can lay the tile. Thank God I bought tile for the full house whenever I was buying because I don't have that great big huge cost sitting there. I mean, I will have to buy um, thin set and grout probably because I know that's probably gone bad. What little bit I had left. My mom was nanny, and my son said, "Nope, you are going to be Nana." Ah, we got a little snow yesterday and didn't accumulate any. 35 degrees tonight, was 48 earlier. Well, I'm going to tell you, I've been sweating myself to death here. Let's see what today was. Today was 86. So, and get this, tomorrow the high is 73. And if you don't believe me, see right there it says 86, the high. And that's what it was. And that's the rest of my week. Crazy. And it'll be in the 70s. One day, Friday is supposed to be 65. Better be 70s, and then by Monday it'll go back into the 80s for the next week. And let's see, was there any rain there? Doggone it. Oh yeah, we had a little teeny bit today, but not. We don't have any more rain coming. Oh, the rain's coming tonight at one between 1 and 4. But we won't have any more rain supposedly until next Friday. Yeah, we were up in 40s, but it's still cold, and now back down to 30 tonight. I would trade. In Oklahoma. Woohoo. I live on the Osage Reservation. Cool. 18 for the low tonight here in Missouri. Mm-mm-mm. I hope Kathy isn't so cold tonight. Girl, I am not going to be cold. I got my windows open. Hey, Barb. I got my windows open and it is 75 degrees right now. The low tonight is, well, actually, it slowly drops down to 60 at 8 p.m. in the 8 a.m. in the morning. So, the rain you are getting is the rain from the storms they had in Texas with all those tornadoes. Oh no. I'll have to bring little guy in because I don't want him out there in the rain. He'll be glad to see that. Then he'll fuss at me tomorrow night whenever he has to stay outside. You don't like the cold at night. Why not? You get to snuggle up into the covers. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I like the bed having nice covers on it, and I like the room to be cold. Is that weird? I'd take 60 during the day. Yeah, I bet you would. I know you, poor thing. You've been having lots of cold weather. This weather, every year it seems to get weirder and weirder. Hey, Good Eats Homestead, how are you tonight? We are at 12 right now. Woohoo, Barb. I know your code. Brenda's at 18 and you're at 12. Whew. That is good. I have heard people sleep better when it is cold in their room. I don't know about that anymore. I stay cold all the time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Good. I like it cold in the room and then snuggle under heavy blankets. Me too. It's so comforting. It makes me feel like I'm just all bundled up, you know? It was so funny. Well, my little feller this morning, he woke up and so I got him up and I went ahead and gave him a shower and got him ready for the day, fixed his little hair, made it all curl up and everything. And he's so cute. And, it was warm here. So he's in his diaper, And I said, Nana's tired. You want to go back to bed? And he just grinned real good. I said, boy, that's something. So we went back in there and laid down for the longest time. And then I can't remember, somebody called. So I got up. I want to say it was David or somebody called, and I got up and we were in here and I made breakfast. I took him back and put him in the pack and play because I don't want him roaming around the house while I'm cooking. Just ain't going to happen. And you never know what a toddler is going to pick up, right? So I put him in there and I went back to get him to feed him some scrambled eggs. And the little dude was asleep. I'm like, you missed out, mister. Nana made good scrambled eggs, so I ended up eating extra eggs this morning. Thank God I didn't make 4 because I'd never been able to eat it. I'd have to give part of it to the dog. Me too. Good eat. I like it warm and just cover up with a sheet. Ah, I don't know. There's something about the weight of a comforter or a quilt that just makes me sleep so easily. I guess because when you move that sheet, I know you're there. Now I'm a light sleeper, but I have been surprised at different times. So when I'm in a deep sleep, you could sneak up on me, but normally nobody can sneak up on me. David can because I'm used to his footsteps, I guess. He's the only one that's ever been able to sneak up on me. I love to sleep in the cold room, heated mattress pad. Yeah, and that's something I thought about getting since I don't ever use heat. Um, I should probably get myself um one of those um heating blankets and put it underneath the sheets, on the bed, and then put the fitted sheet on top of it and just turn it on and warm it up and then turn it back off again. That would be perfect for me. Uh yeah, a lot of people say that heavy covers make them feel trapped. Man, I got horned by them shrimp tonight. My fingers are like so sore. Now I want as many covers that I can handle. Well, I have to watch which covers I put on. You know those super cold nights that we have because I don't have. Hey, Grammy Karen, those super nice night, those super cold nights that we had that we're not used to here in Florida, which was nothing compared to what you guys have. But whenever we got those that blast down here, I had 3 blankets on the bed, and let me just say, one of them I found in the floor because they slide off of each other. So I've got to find. I think next time I have to do that. I think I'm going to tuck them under the edge of the other side of the bed so that they don't come off the bed. I just think that is oh, and I got something new, guys. I'm going to make a Teresa got me to thinking about the old-fashioned shawls that I make. They're a V-shaped shawl. Here I go killing myself again, right? I don't know if 2 skeins will do it, but I think this is really super pretty yarn. And I thought that will go with just about anything that I have. And I used to enjoy wearing them shawls. It's a V shape, and you bring the sides over, and it goes to V in the back, and it has fringes all the way down it. I'm gonna make myself one. I'm gonna start that when I get off here tonight, cause y'all, those of you all that came in afterwards, I've been making these like crazy, and I got to tuck all my little strings. But these are washcloths, different colors that I'm making. Uh, Probably going to sell some at the meetup next year, or this year, September. What am I saying, next year? And I think I already showed you that color. So I'm going to make up a whole bunch of stuff and bring with me. Hopefully I'll have somebody there that can sell my stuff for me. And and I'm so super, super, super excited. Let me tell you, if God willing, I think I may have a bumper crop of mangoes this year. Because I'm telling you, that tree out there is full of blooms. If y'all seen my video, you'd see all those beautiful blooms. And I am like so excited. I mean, truly excited. Because last year I only got a few mangoes, and I really, believe me, I miss them. I go through all this pain of headaches and everything with the blooms and all that kind of stuff. But boy, I'm gonna tell you something. There ain't nothing like a fresh mango coming off that tree now. And that Glen doesn't have any strings. So when I make that jam for you guys that come to the picnic, you know it come from a stringless, pretty much. Well, it does have strings really close to the seed, but they're not like other stringy mangoes. Hey there, Miss Linda. Oh yes, those are nice. Thank you, Karen. My mom made me a V-shaped shawl when I was young. Aww. And I'm super, super excited. I'm going to clean out I'm going to try and clean out all the freezers before I go pick up that meat. And I'm hoping that Wilma will take me to some Amish places. She said she knew where some was close by. By the way, Miss Linda, I'm glad you came on tonight, because guess what? I might see you in about 3 weeks. Oh yes, and did you get your cows in? We're all asking that question. That would drive me cuckoo. I have to be able to move. Can't stand any more tight around any part of my body at night. Yeah, and Susan, that's the reason why I thought I better tuck one of them in, because I flip-flop all night long, back and forth from one side to the other. When the neck starts hurting in one way, I turn it the other way so that it won't hurt so much. Because that plate in there, it's hard for me to get a pillow. A brand new pillow is very difficult for me to use. So, oh hey Teresa, just call me the cow wrangler. Yeah. Hey Brenda. Yeah. A new visit. Cool. I'm glad you saw him, Nancy. And cows, they just don't love the pastures anymore. Is it because they're eating down the grass and they're not getting that beautiful juvenile grass that they want, or the grass is not getting a break from them. You're trying to learn everybody's name. And Linda, didn't you say that you wanted to learn how to knit? Grass is short, but they are getting fresh hay and oat pellets and leaves. Cows do that sometimes. You're right, Anastasia, they do. I'm knitting now. Finished my first beanie hat and a washcloth. Oh, I thought you didn't know how to knit. I was going to teach you while I was up there. Look at all the colors I made. I'm so excited. I love this color. And I love them all. I love this color too. And I love this color. And I love this color. And I love this color. Now this one was a little bit different. It feels a little bit different and it stretches much more than the other ones. Because it was a smaller, you know, uh, Walmart has these kind. That's what I bought for all these other ones. But this right here was just a small roll about that big. And I don't know. It's just different somehow. And I love this color. I just love them all. I just picked them all and I love them all. Only know 2 stitches, self-taught the last couple weeks. Ha ha! You go, girl. Some cotton is softer. Yeah. Yep. I love the candy corn color one. Cool. Let me tell you something, Brenda. I took some of these colored ones to my daughter-in-law, and I meant to ask her which color she liked. I just brought her the ones that I had the most of tonight, and she said to me, "I really love those washcloths." I said, "Yeah, Tommy told me you liked them, so that's why I brought you some more of them." She says, "I really do. I love those washcloths. I've never washed my dishes with anything that good." Working on YouTube house socks now. Wait a minute. Working on tube house socks now. I don't know what that is. Now you're going to have to teach me because I've never knitted a beanie. I don't even know how to even start. And to be honest with you, the lady that taught me, she she taught me this stitch, but that's the only stitch she knows. And she's crocheted pretty much a lot, and she doesn't remember how to crochet. And it's funny. She gets her little strips of uh, now that I'm with her all the time and crocheting and knitting stuff, she's like doing it more. And she makes the scarves that go around your neck and tie them, make a loop and put it around and put it in the loop. And they're not even down because she adds and subtracts constantly. So they go like this. But that's okay. It works, right? Who cares? It's for her, anyways. Tube socks and beanies are made in a rectangle, then stitched together. I didn't know that. Maybe you'll have to teach me that. Do a video on it. You're better at doing videos than I am on that kind of stuff. I get really freaked out about doing a video on it. Sorry if I'm lagging. We must be getting another storm. It's buffering on my side. I'm sorry, Susan. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. That is so cool. 6 acres. So I haven't seen Linda Chandler on here. Has anybody seen her? Is she doing all right? I should go over to her Facebook page and see if she's okay. Cool. I'm glad you learned how to do it. I have been wanting to do it for years too, and I just when I seen her doing, I'm like, oh, teach me, teach me. And she taught me in matters of minutes. I mean minutes. It was like, wow. I just never even I don't know why, I just never thought about it too much. So do you guys got any prayer requests tonight? Oh crud. I figure I already dropped it. We got 4 inches last night. I'll pray it warms up for y'all. Pray for our country and all the problems in this world. I don't even know what's going on. That's awful, isn't it? But I will. David starts to tell me, and I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know unless I have to go and take care of business. I don't want to know. He's like, you can't keep your head in the sand, honey. Yes. Didn't you tell me it was on Monday? I'm gonna tell you, I'm praying, Nancy, constantly for you. I pray on Tuesday. Okay. I'm praying that you get a doctor as good as mine because I'm telling you, that's the best. I mean, he did the best job. Now, my mom, she got it done, and they didn't do a very good job. I mean, she doesn't. She's able to use it and everything, but they could have done a better job. But then again, my mom waited a long time before she got hers done. As soon as I started dropping things all the time, I said, I ain't doing this no more. I can't afford dropping mayonnaise. Can't afford dropping. I would grab hold of something, and before I could get it to me, it was in the floor because I couldn't hold on to anything. Oh, Wednesday. Girl, you better get your days right. You don't want to go day before. I had a great carpal tunnel surgery results also. Yeah. And, I had both hands done. And this one, I even had, well, both of these, both hands, I had a ligament that was drawing. I could not straighten this finger out. I could not pull it back like that at all because of the uh, that ligament, and he released that ligament a little bit too, so that it wouldn't draw up. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Nancy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we can talk some more. But I want to give God the glory for all the blessings He's been giving to me and doing for me, and just a wonderful time. So here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time we've got together. I pray, Lord, that you bless these folks that are living in cold countries. Please warm up their weather, melt the snow, and let it sink into the ground and give them good saturation and not wet, muddy mess. And um, just comfort them and give them what they need, Lord, to survive and to thrive. And thank you that spring's right around the corner for all of us, and that I pray, Lord, that our gardens and everything that we do and grow is um, bountiful, and our harvests are full. Lord, I just want to pray for our country. There's some terrible stuff going on, and you know how anxiety happens with a lot of us, and all the things that we're going through and the trials that are before us. I pray, Lord, that you bless us in the coming years for to come back out of this terribleness, and just take care of us, Lord. You know what we need, and I pray that we stand up fight for what's right in our country and make it the best that there ever was. And I just pray, Lord, that Nancy's surgery goes perfect and heals 100% fast and 100% use and everything. Just give her that ease and that pain to go quickly and and bless her, Lord, and uh, bless Anastasia and let her be a helper to her Nana and just fulfill them with your love. And I lift her up and all the things that she's going through, Lord. And you know what they are. So I just thank you, Lord, for her friendship. And I pray, Lord, that you continue to help Brenda with the weather and help her to get warmer weather so she's not so um, overworked with the heating and everything at night. It's difficult to stay up and stoke the fires all night. And Lord, lift up Teresa's mom, Cindy. I pray, Lord, that they have found a wonderful roommate for her, Lord. And I just thank you for such a sweet spirited woman and a nice Christian lady. I pray, Lord, that she's fulfilled with your love and someone that loves you as much as she does, Lord. Thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you that I was able to spend some quality time with my family tonight. And I pray, Lord, that you continue to heal my stomach. I know it flared back up on me tonight, but I pray, Lord, that it is all gone tomorrow, that I'm able to work tomorrow and make the money for this meat that I got to pick up, Lord. And I just thank you. I know that you will have it there for me. I know this opportunity is a blessing, and I just, everything works in a purpose, Lord. And I know that some of the savings that we're going to save in other ways by buying feed up there and everything, I think that it will all be really, really nice, and it'll all come out really good. And again, I thank you for all that you do for me. I give you all the glory. You just take so good care of me. You know I was craving shrimp and the added bonus of snook tonight, that was the bomb, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the fact that I was able to spend time with the grandbabies and my son and laugh and have good times and talk about old times, and it just was so special, Lord. And I just thank you, and I hope and pray that I have more of those memories before it's a time to go on to be with you, so that my grandkids can love and experience the times and memories that we had as a loving time as a family, Lord. And thank you for that. I ask everything in your precious sweet name. Amen. So, there is never enough time to make good memories, I think, with your children and your grandchildren. Oh, the lurker's still in here tonight lurking. Good night, honey. I love you. Sweet dreams. He's always lurking in the background. If Joe was on here tonight, he'd be teasing him. There was somebody else I was thinking about lately, and I don't remember right offhand. I was worried about. Oh, Rebecca, what was her name? Mud Tramp. I have to go over and check out her channel and see how she's doing. I haven't heard from her in a while. Oh, and by the way, if you're still on here, David, I got everything in the refrigerator and everything in the freezer that needed to be. So I'll have to go back and put water in my shrimp to put them in the freezer. David, it's funny. I don't know if you're coming or going, but hey. He's heading out because he'll be in the bed in 5 seconds and out. He's so funny. He's not a night owl like me. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm a night owl, but as soon as 6 o'clock rolls around, my eyes are like, and I'm like, no, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. And the dog's like, Murph, Murph. I haven't heard from Holland and Lily in a while. They've been sick, Brenda, and I've been praying for them too. Um, been praying for them and his brother. His brother's having some heart problems, so um, you know, not good. But he did give me a thumbs up this morning, so I guess they're still hanging in there. Um, I said, "Hey, Mister, how's it going?" And he gave me a thumbs up, so I guess it's good. Yes, y'all, please keep them in your prayers. You know, it's hard. It's hard when you're. Hey, thanks for coming back in, Teresa. I know they were sick a couple of weeks ago, but haven't heard from them since. Wow. This one's been a hard one for them to get over. Um, there was somebody else I was thinking about, and I don't remember who it was. I don't even remember who it was. Um, you know, we feel kind of disconnected sometimes when we have somebody that we spend a lot of time with, and then all of a sudden they're not there. And if you don't have any way of getting a hold of them, you know. I worry about Sherry. You know, she's been really sick. Have you heard anything about her lately, Brenda? Good evening, everyone. I missed was on the phone. Yeah, I know how that is. I'm home. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Teresa. Uh, so Teresa, God was good to me tonight. Guess what I had for dinner? Snook and shrimp. Now I will tell you, I buy all this thread. I gotta say, I love this company. This is what um Hobby Lobby sells. I don't like the red heart yarn anymore. It's too rough. It's like scratchy rough. Okay. This is much more soft and everything. That's what I'm gonna make my shawl out of. And I'm gonna make a V-shaped shawl. So you'll have to see that, Miss Teresa. She's got me thinking about my old shawls that I made. So, but this thread, I have to say, is cheaper and I like it better than the one at Hobby Lobby. Is that weird or what? Glad you made it home safe, Teresa. Yes, dealing with a death in the family, so know what you mean. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Praying for you. Yeah, we're praying for you. I'm sorry to hear that, Teresa. I wish I'd have known that when I was praying earlier. But I will definitely put that down on my list to pray for tonight before I go to sleep. You're welcome. No problem. That's what God wants us to do, is pray for one another. We are cleaning the church on Wednesday night after service until we get a janitor. So it has been really late. Well, now, Teresa, that could be a job. I'd find out what they're paying if I was you. That's awful. That would get you out of that other job and you'd love it. Good night, Anastasia. Sweet dreams, sweetheart. You know, I cleaned the church for many, 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 many years for nothing. Isn't that terrible? No, it's not terrible. I never expected anything because the church was so good to me. Um, it don't pay much. Very small church. They had a member doing it, and it caused problems, so they are hiring it out next time. Night, my beautiful granddaughter. um, yeah, and well, our church was big. I had a lot to do. And uh now they have a cleaning crew of a lot of people in our church, and um there's been a few people that have done it that in our church that were asked not to do it anymore, I believe. But yeah, I mean, I kind of felt it was my duty because they when my kids were going to school there, we had special prices and stuff because I taught, and I taught art, PE, daycare, and I cleaned the church. It's so funny. Y'all, I I I used to be able to, now I can't do slobber. That grosses me out. But my back in the early days when I first started going to church there, my babies was little, and somebody got sick in the in the hallway one time, and Susanna, the pastor's wife back then, because we had a different pastor when I first started going there, she says, "Oh my word! Somebody go get Miss Mincy because I can't handle this. I can't take this." She would throw up if she tried to clean it up. So they ran and got me, and I came and cleaned it all up and got it all fixed up. They threw up all over the hallway. It was a mess. I'm always in shock of how people can dirty the house of God. Yeah, someone has always someone was always telling her what she missed, and she got mad and quit the church. Oh no. Yeah, I know what you mean too, Barb. Um, well, even a cleaning crew, because whenever I visited in Georgia, I always helped um, Wilma with her job, cleaning and everything. She did several municipals, and she did a church and different thing. Even us, we could have missed something, but people don't think when people clean, they don't clean like we cleaned. I mean, literally, have you ever been in a bathroom and you thought, "Oh, this is actually clean"? Well, take a piece of paper towel and wet it and wipe on the top of the thing. That bathroom ain't clean. If they don't clean all the tops of the things up there, and there's a lot of little details that we did that are not done by a lot of cleaners too. Yeah, I can't blame her either, Teresa. But Teresa, you know what? I'm the kind of gal that would say, if somebody kept pointing out what I missed, I'd say, "Well, you could help out with that. If you don't like the way I did it, do it yourself." Yeah, I I I I know, Teresa. And you know what it does? When you're working for the church, it's hard. Even when I did daycare, back in the day when I was doing daycare, we were still paddling kids in school. Just saying. And if somebody give me enough trouble, I would get after them and have them paddled. I don't uh I don't ever remember spanking but a couple of kids. Later on in life, as they got older, Kirby was one of the now I don't ever remember spanking him, but he did tell me. He said I was scared to death of you. I said, "Why?" I said, "All the kids love me. All of them. All of my grandkids love me. They know, you know, and all the kids wanted to come to our house. But for some reason, some of the kids were afraid of me. But he loved me to death too. Um, and he'd do anything I wanted. But there was some route, maybe because I was so stern. I am very strict. Um, but somebody said something to me one day about about how I was doing PE or something like that. I believe it was PE. And I said, "Listen, nobody else is I am a private maid and refuse to put up with white glove people." Yep. Well, we forget, I mean, we miss things, you know, but I like to go above and beyond when I'm taking care of Walt. His house is really clean, but I could still go back in there and I could find things that I haven't done. But anyways, one of the one of the ladies said to me, I don't know why you fuss so much about these kids playing PE. And I said, "If you don't like it, you can come teach this class." I said, "I was asked to teach this class because we've got some lazy kids and they need exercise. If they have time to fuss, then they have time to help." Yep. Now, I will tell you this right now, Teresa, though. Uh, I got time to fuss about people. That's one thing I'm having trouble with out at Walt is these caregivers that are coming in that are paid to do a job are coming in and leaving and not staying there full time and not doing what they're supposed to. I used to teach children's church. It was nothing to have 30 to 50 kids every Sunday. Now I don't have the patience anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Brenda. I don't know if I have the patience now. Even when the last few years that um uh Ashley was in school after my heart attack and everything, I would go. I don't have patience with other people's kids at all. Gotta say, I really don't. Unless their parents have taught them respect, how to respect adults, I don't have any patience with them or taught them right from wrong. And anyways, make a long story short, um, I was taking the entrance fees for the games for the school for a long time, and I was told by the main person that uh one of the main people that had to deal with the athletics and stuff like that. "We're so happy to have you, Kathy, because we have never made this much money. You would not believe how many people just walk past here and do not pay to come in. Don't pay anything at all." and every single time just think that they're allowed because they go to church here, that they're allowed to skip the admission. And I said there needs to be a class taught that that is a form of stealing, and it's not stealing from the sports department, it's stealing from God, because this is a ministry of our church, and it's part of God's work. Just saying, it's it's in my eyes stealing from God. Let's see. I want to beat parents and their kids just going to Walmart. I know what you're talking about, Brenda. The hardest place I ever worked was for the church. We were associate pastors for 3 years. Wow. And you know what, Barb? It's so frustrating because for some reason, the everyday person that's in a church has the thought that people that are in administration or are doing something, even down to the workers that clean janitorial, they expect more out of those people than they do themselves. And I don't understand that. Not these kids nowadays. Nope, my patience would be gone. Yeah, I would get so frustrated. The kids would come to the door and want to come in to the thing, and I say, "Nope, you need to go back out. If you don't have your money, you're not coming in." And they'd be like, "Well, um, Webster knows." I'm like, "No, you send word to Webster, and he can come and tell me that you're allowed to come in for nothing. That ain't happening." That's how they were going around the thingy. I said, and I would tell them, that's stealing from God. And I even had adults doing it. And I'm like, now, if you were a teacher or on staff at the church, your 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 admission was part of your what it was part of your thing. You didn't have to pay. But when you have rules, you have rules. Man, I have bruises on my arms I didn't even see. Wonder where I got those. Um, we have a very small church. There are only 60 members and about 35 show up. About 20 on Wednesday night. Yeah. We love the evangelistic ministry more. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Barb, but I don't know. There's just how do I say this? I go to a very large church, and there was some things that came up in this last year that was very disturbing for me, and I had to pray really hard not to be judgmental and to be able to forgive the things that have happened and yet not have closed eyes. We just have to remember that everybody's sinners and everybody makes mistakes, whether it be your pastor all the way down to a children's church pastor or a worker or anybody in the church, anybody at all, anybody out of the church. We're all humans and we all make mistakes, and we all need to be forgiven for something, you know. Um, we just have to be able to discern whether it's a it's whether it's an evil person doing it on purpose, or if it's an action that the devil just got a hold of somebody, and we're not any of us, none of us are beyond the devil. Get I have to watch my temper. And Teresa will tell you, she sometimes hears it on the morning whenever I'm driving and I'm talking to her, because I put the phone in the little thingy and I talk to her while I'm driving. Excuse me. He seeks to destroy the Christian people and our testimony. Yeah. Well, greed happens everywhere, Teresa. The devil seeks to destroy. Yes, he does. David says, I'm going to have a heart attack from driving alone. He said, your stress level when you're driving, I just don't understand it. He says, I don't know how you haven't had a heart attack yet. I said, well, there's stupid people out there. That's right. We all sin and we're covered by the blood. Yep. But for some reason, people want to my son was asking me tonight. He said, I don't understand. We were talking about murder. It's like he's like he's like, I don't understand, because this elderly woman went into this hospital and killed her husband or something other. I don't even know the whole story. I just know part of what was being said tonight. And it was a mercy killing or something other, but she went into a hospital and did it. And so they they charged her with um first degree manslaughter or something like that, or something. Brian was saying, or David was saying, I don't know. And Brian said to me, I don't understand why they have these degrees of murder. Murder's murder. I said, yeah, but you got to understand, if somebody plans to go and do something, that's first degree. They have degrees because you can murder somebody on accident. You can murder somebody in a heat of um, the heat of the moment. You can't. They don't. How do I say this? They don't make that to the degrees of of that particular sin. But I'm going to tell you, God doesn't discern the difference between sin to God. It doesn't come in um, categories. And just saying. Let's see. A church full of sinners now, saved by grace. That's right. I do it at work. I get so mad I end up saying a bad word and regret it later. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And I lose it sometimes. And it just flies out of me. And I blame it on my upbringing, because I was raised in a house full of um, sailors. I mean, they cuss like sailors. But really, that's not their fault. It's not the fault of how I was raised, it's the devil. And I'm blaming it on the wrong people sometimes. Anastasia's still up. I need to get ready for bed. Now, good night, everyone. Got to get my bedtime stuff in bed, but I'll see you later. All right, baby, I love you. Sweet dreams. Sometimes I have days where my tongue is just sore from biting it. Yep, but it my tongue stays sore. Yes, Susan, that's why I am thankful for not having teeth. Teresa, you're a mess. Maybe that's why I keep mine in my bra all the time. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's right, Kathy, because you can harm someone in self defense. Yes, for sure. I spend a lot of time taking my thoughts captive. You know, and I still have a rough time with this. But my pastor um my pastor's wife Jana, um she had done a class, and boy, I'm telling you, I am so thankful for her every single day because she taught me so much. One of the things that she taught me was that not to react when someone has lashed out at you, and to stop and pray about it before you say anything. My niece is before I adopted Ashley. My niece, uh, her sister, Sharon, who has now passed away, she attacked me verbally, uh, and said some really ugly things to me. And I want to say that she couldn't get me on the phone or something, and she emailed me or something. And I really wanted to curse her out. It was everything I could do. I dropped to my knees and started praying. And this was when Ashley's biological mother was here visiting. It was a thing, and I said, okay, now it's time for me to answer this. So I tried to call and speak to her, and I couldn't get her, so I left her a message. And my message was, I am so sorry that I hurt you. That was not my intention at all. And I don't even remember what it was. And I was sorry. I did not know that it would hurt her. And I said, "Is there any way that I can make this up to you? I will do anything I can so that you're not so this doesn't hurt you. I don't want you to be hurt." And I got the most precious phone call and her apologizing for the way she treated me. So, and I told Michelle, Ashley's biological mother, I said, now if I had reacted If I hadn't been taught not to react and to give this to God, this could have been really, really bad. Because at the time, the scenario was we were in the midst of um, trying to adopt. I was trying to adopt Ashley, and Ashley's sister was trying to adopt Dustin, Ashley's brother, and it could have gone really bad, and it could have been really. I mean, if I had fought or said anything nasty back to her, it would have totally messed up our relationship. I would have literally not been able to bond with her the way I did before she died. And I would have felt guilt beyond if I had been nasty back. Sometimes defending yourself isn't the way to go. And I don't know how I ended up on that note. But um I, yeah, I've read all that stuff. So I just think that we have to be careful for our words. Even there's times when somebody cuts me off, I, back in the day when I was younger, I'd have flipped them off in a heartbeat. Well, now that I'm older and I think about it, the way we behave towards one another when somebody's done us wrong could literally cause harm to us in many ways. Nowadays, if you flip somebody off, you're liable to get shot. Hey, David, how are you tonight? I've been watching a lot of your older videos, and I just planted some coffee beans from one of your videos. Hopefully, it'll come out nice. Yes, he is definitely our vindicator. Definitely important to control our actions. We will answer for them. Yep, I totally believe that. Yeah, that's what you said in your video. That's why I said I need to get them in the ground now while they're actually in pots. I up planted my coffee tree into a clay pot, and the fruit that was ripe, and I did taste it. I didn't care for the taste of them. It was sweet, but it was just not something I would want to take a lot of. The tongue can cut deeper, or the tongue can cut deeper than the sword. That's right. Totally right. I try to walk away before things get dangerous. Yeah. I didn't the old saying is I didn't get this red hair for no reason. Time for bed, everyone. All right, sweet dreams, Nancy. Right, the tongue is a restless evil full of deadly poison, and Jesus says that it is what comes out of man that defiles him. Yep, I agree. I just, and when I was younger, I used to think I'm very, how do I say, I'm a very straightforward person. I will tell you what I think if you ask me. And I don't leave no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I've learned to say things in a different way now that hopefully doesn't hurt people. You know, even when you're asked something, we don't have to be ugly. And I just believe that it's better left unsaid. But boy, I get frustrated driving. And that's my worst time, when the devil gets a hold of me, and he'll get a hold of me like that, and I'll have to say, "Oh, no, 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 no." I love the video, David, on all that's going on at your parents' house. Man, oh man, I hope they didn't have any damage after that second cold front coming in. I've got blooms all over my mango tree. I'm hoping we don't get any more cold weather. I have struggled with same thing, saying something vicious even when it's right, can still be self-serving and hurt. Yep, I was taught not to take crap off people. You know, Teresa, I was too. In fact, I was beat up a lot in school because, um, okay, I'm the little redhead, and I have a fiery temper, and my name was Couch. You can only imagine the trouble I got into. I got paddling every single day of seventh grade. Every single solitary day. Mr. Corley would say, "Okay, take the position." I say, "Okay, get my 3 licks and go back to class." I was in trouble all the time. So I had to learn as an adult. The more I got to know Jesus, and the more I got to know what is expected as for us to be Christ-like and try to be more like him, to learn to hold my tongue. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it's hard with your children, and those of you who have grown children, well, even when they're little, you it's hard. It's hard to when they're doing something and you need to get on them right then. It's hard to keep your tongue from saying something that will hurt them for the rest of their life too. Gotta say, they did well down in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Uh, it was close. The tropical almonds had their leaves turn red. Oh, my almond tree. I had a beautiful almond tree. I mean, the trunk on that was every bit of, I would say 3 foot around, and it got cold enough to damage it, and it killed it back one year. I'm beyond ready for spring. Me too. Take care, Nancy. Oh, are you leaving us, Nancy? Good night, sweetheart. Um, I struggle with my words at work. I have to pray for patience every morning. Sometimes it still gets the best of me. Yep. All right, Barb. Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. I got to get off here and get in bed too. Try hard to be good, just not a pacifist. Yeah, and I'm not saying Teresa, that you need to take stuff off people. I'm just saying, you know, it's hard. It's hard to discern what you got to do. Teresa, I heard a funny thing one time. Never prayed for patient. Oh, never pray for patience because then you'll get tested. So that you have patience. You know, I've been told that a lot, Susan, but I don't believe that. I don't know. My dad used to say the same thing, Susan. Yeah, they used to tell me that all the time because oh, I had some struggles. I'm telling you, it was hard as a mother with my husband over the road driving tractor trailer when my son was young. He's as bullheaded as I am, and we had some issues. I had to put him in his place a few times, and I wasn't very Christ-like about it. Gotta say, and I just had to learn a different way to deal with him because he was just as bullheaded as I was. He's going to do it his way, and I wanted him to do it my way, and we fought quite a bit. So I had to learn when he got older that that wasn't the way to get him to do what I wanted him to do. Yep, I agree with you, Brenda. Oh, believe me, I am patient as I can be due to going fishing. Now, I'm going to tell you, Teresa, I love to go fishing. I really do. And I can't wait to go shrimping. I'm telling you, I'm so excited after helping them dehead all them shrimp tonight. I was like, yes, it's time for me to get back out on the water again. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to have to get off of here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Blessings, and you'll be in my prayers this week. And I hope to see you um, on my Monday live stream. Paul tries my patience. I I think Paul's like David, my David. Um, he David will pick at me just to see how far he can push me. Thank you, David. You too. Sweet dreams, everybody. And I'll see you Monday or on a video before. Bye now.